Got the motherfucking egg rolls cooking. Got the water on the burner right now. About to whip me up some ramen noodles. It's your boy Rex God Dragon Squad. Bitch! I don't know what that was for an intro. But it's whatever. We got some shit from the boy Seth the Programmer. God Goku versus Superman Prime 1 million. Debunk. This nigga's fucking accurate with his shit, unlike fucking Death Battle. Damn, bro. Superman will never beat Goku. And bro, did y'all see that Aurelie versus Saitama? Bro, can't nobody beat Aurelie. Ariel. Can't nobody beat her, bro. But let's get into this bitch. A link to Seth's video gonna be in the description, obviously. Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Hello
Seth.
everyone, it's your host Seth the
What's good,
Programmer,
Nick?
and today we are doing a debunk video. We'll be debunking
Again.
Comic Explains Superman Prime 1 million versus God Goku. And with me today, I of course have Chuck the Cyber Cuck, and you guys,
what up, boys?
and about like 20 of you guys were fucking requesting this like on our Saitama
Exactly,
video. They're
fucking
just
get it.
spamming the comments with like a YouTube link. That kept going to the spam filter, by the way, but it kept going to the YouTube, like this YouTube link, and it was all Comic Explains video because you guys really want me to debunk this for some reason, so we're gonna get right into it.
Yeah, let's
so
get it.
this video, how would you put it, Chuck? Like just lazy? Like what would you say?
Basically no analysis, just all backstory, and then
It was-
just some half-assed like conclusion at the end.
Like honestly,
They be
you know
cooking
when
this
Screw
nigga,
Attack
though.
does their little history lesson on 2 characters, and then like then they like, you know, do their little animation and then they go into more detail with the stats. It was kind of like that, but he only did the history part, and it was just kind of redundant. It didn't make any sense.
I wonder what they view on a scroll
yeah,
attack one. Do they think
so
this shit
Goku was
accurate?
saying that
Well,
went to
they
Earth,
obviously don't, since they
Superman was a
debunk
baby
every
that went to
damn
Earth
shit
from Krypton.
going on with
Oh,
Goku
yeah,
and Superman.
Superman wins. That was pretty much the video. That
Nigga.
was the whole video. Like, there's even this guy.
Here's the thing too. Like, I'm not trying to throw any shade, but I mean, why would he like go to Geekdom? Geekdom doesn't power scale. He just does like, you know, Dragon Ball trivia or whatever, or does like
Yeah,
super episodes analysis. He doesn't do any of that shit.
He went to Geekdom, who is a pretty proud like Dragon Ball historian, right?
He is. He's a goat
And the
too.
thing about
So
that, it kind of just proves my point. Why did he come to a historian and not like a fucking Dragon Ball power scaler? Why wouldn't he come to like me or, you know, Laughing Stock or someone else to come for like some fucking
Or
feats or
Ryu.
something? Why would he ask?
Yeah.
He could just go on the Dragon Ball wiki, just look up Goku's history if you wanted that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, dude, because you're small. You're small. That's why.
It's because I'm small. Literally, he should have went to someone that could give him feats, you know, whatever. I mean, his analysis on Goku, what Geekdom gave him was accurate, right? I mean, he said Goku was universal. I mean, he gave the backstory, whatever. That was fine. It's just the lack of effort and emphasis on Goku's abilities was just kind of.
Let's get it then. Let's get it.
So, other than that,
20 minutes to get it.
We could go into more detail about Goku, but I think our main emphasis should be on Prime 1 million, and Chuck's gonna take it from here.
Okay, guys, so one point that I like to bring up is he basically talks about post-credit Superman, and, you know, he basically relates him to Superman Prime 1 million. Superman Prime 1 million is not the same
Quite a long
Superman.
story.
They're not from the same continuity.
Which
Post-credit
we
Superman
have
is
no
more from the
time
main
for,
continuity.
Kal-El.
Superman Prime 1 million is from, like, a what if, right? And not to mention, this is basically invalid now because we know that post-credit Superman, it's not in the same universe anymore. If you guys have read Convergence, which you guys have no clue what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Convergence basically when Brainiac is basically takes all these heroes from all these universes, you know, pre-crisis, post-crisis, you know, New 52, and they're put all over the fucking place. Some are even put in the same universe. And post-crisis Superman is now in the New 52 universe, and he basically encounters him. So he's not in the same like continuity anymore, if that makes any sense. And if he's gonna use like another Superman from, you know, What If, then why can't I bring up Goku from the What If as well, from the movies, in which Goku has some really crazy feats. It's basically not in the same storyline. It's an alternate dimension. Akira Toriyama even touches up on this.
Yeah,
He
does?
says that the movies are basically an alternate dimension, or like an alternate story, right?
Yeah, so the movies all take place in a different continuity, kind of like Prime 1 million and, you know, the main canon.
Okay, and
That's
if
crazy.
you're gonna
I
use,
didn't know that
like,
shit
you
until
know,
now.
basically another, you know, what if or another continuity for the same character, Goku in the movies some crazy feats. Like in movie 12, you know, Fusion Reborn,
So every single
Goku like
movie?
I want to say shakes the afterlife, but he shakes like a portion of it. And the
Yeah.
afterlife, you know, is basically like an universe-sized realm, and as like a planet there is heaven, you know, and there's like it's like the Grand Kai planet, right?
Yep.
It's around the same size. They're all both galaxy-sized planets, basically. and he shook that shit while he was in hell fighting against Janemba. And Janemba is like a reality warper. He like warped the macroverse. He basically like opened up like the dimensions between
He altered
the living world. I mean,
yeah, he altered the boundaries of life and death. And also in the main canon, Goku, when he turned into a Super Saiyan 3, he only shook Earth. Whereas in the Fusion Reborn movie, he basically shook the entire all of hell, which is basically a universe, size realm. So big difference.
and he even damaged Janemba, who is basically a reality warper on a universal plus scale, right? It doesn't like correlate to destructive capabilities, but Janemba's pretty strong in terms of hacks. So if we use like movies Goku, then you can make Super Goku like a lot stronger. Or even if you use Xenoverse too, but that's like that's not part of the main story, so I'm not even gonna bring it up.
So Goku will be weaker now.
All we're really saying though is that scaling like a character from
I guess
this what if scenario,
the main storyline Goku will be weaker though.
A little bit fallacious. I mean, how could you say that post Crisis perfectly scales to this what if character? What if this what if character is written differently by someone else entirely who thinks Superman has different abilities? Because as you know, Superman is written by a shit ton of different people, right?
I'll name some right now: Grant Morrison, Jim Starlin, Dwayne McDuffie. These three out of dozens.
And they all give him different feats, and they all perceive his powers differently. So it's honestly really fallacious to, think that way.
That nigga
right now we're
records
gonna
a
do
bitch
an
though.
analysis on post-Christ Superman. So he has feats all over the fucking place. He has planet, star, multi-source system, galaxy level, even up to universe and multiverse, which many of them are outliers and they're pretty consistent.
There's like a lot of outliers and low ends, and this just ties back into the whole writers thinking Superman has different abilities kind of shit.
The thing is, Superman isn't inconsistent like in terms of his character. It's more of like how the writers perceive him as. Like there's like no tangents really, because one time you have Superman absorbing the power of a bomb that can destroy a galaxy, and then you have him getting knocked out by like a supernova, even though his power derives from the solar radiation. So
yeah, what?
Sense.
Yeah, you get him. He's knocked out by a star.
Dumbass, what?
Thrives off that kind of energy.
These niggas,
you also have
these niggas tripping.
Taking out Darkseid, and then you also have another feat of him getting knocked out by a fucking moon. Isn't Emperor Joker post-Crisis? I think he is.
Yeah, he is. He actually absorbed power from Mr. Mexi, I think that's how you pronounce his name. He's the fifth dimensional imp. And Mr. Mexi is really strong. He can like fucking toy with multiverses and destroy them like while fucking flying with bat might.
So that's why he was able to do that.
He said I found him.
Also, as a disclaimer, I want to say that I respectfully disagree with a few of Chuck's showings of Superman. I honestly believe that Superman is more in the star levels. But for the sake of this argument, we're going to be using higher end calculations regardless to obviously give Superman a better chance in this argument.
Okay, so we like take all of Superman's
instead of giving
feats
a
and,
better chance, I mean, need some ass.
Put them in different ranges. The ones that show up more in consistency are between the multi-source system to galaxy ranges, and here's why. For example, he has feats where he basically matches powers with Orion, who's basically the son of Darkseid. He had enough power to basically throw 1/5 of the universe.
That nigga wearing on. That nigga look gay as a bitch.
He also punched Darkseid so hard that it could basically like resonate across the star system. He also has other feats like surviving the planetary collision between Apocalypse and New Genesis and Death of New Gods. And these planets dwarf galaxies. So they're basically comparable to the Grand Kaio planet or Heaven in the Dragon Ball verse. They're not as big, but they're around that range.
How does this calculate to prime 1 million strength though?
Basically, if we take how strong Superman can be from just absorbing solar radiation for a couple minutes or a couple hours, we scale that to 15,000 years, and Superman Prime would be really fucking strong, right?
In comparison.
So it's basically, if we scale him, right?
He'd be a fucking goat.
It's contradicted by what he barely showed in the fucking comics, right? What he did against Solaris.
Really, his best feat is galaxy level in his Prime 1 million state.
So Solaris is basically this sentient star, data that he could basically bring extinction to life in the system. He destroyed a bunch of Supermen and basically a bunch of other heroes. It took like the Justice League to fucking fight him, and Kyle Rayner actually like defeated him. Superman Prime 1 million did not defeat him. Kyle Rayner basically destabilized his core and made him go supernova, and Solaris barely survived this. Supernova is basically strong enough to wipe out like a solar system. Because we already know that if our sun blows up, it'll wipe out like a portion of our solar system.
Before people get into this, a lot of people are like, well, he created a universe. Well, Prime 1 million did not create a universe. Like literally all he did was open. he opened up like basically a wormhole into another universe, and then he just said, "Welcome to my universe." That's pretty much some like if you watch Naruto, that's some Kaguya shit. Unless you want to say Kaguya is like high universal for opening up dimensions and saying that's her universe, yeah, it's just not gonna work. So Superman has no proof he created the universe. He literally just opened up a portal to possibly a different dimension or pocket universe, and besides that, there's no evidence he created it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like saying that, you know, you invite someone over to your house and you're like, welcome to my home. Like, did you make the fucking house? Like, you building level now?
You're building level.
And, you know, like, we can just debunk Superman Prime's 1 million feats, but I mean, Comics Explained didn't even, like, say any of this shit, so it's
like, there's honestly no need to go into extreme detail because this guy didn't even try. He didn't even attempt to. So what? There's like almost nothing to really debunk except for the basic claim he made that, oh, Superman is limitless, Goku isn't. And who does that remind you of? Oh, once again, Screw Attack. So not only did he just basically take Screw Attack's, you know, little history lesson, but he basically just took the whole limitless calculation and then slapped it onto his video and said GG no RE, right?
Bitch, fuck on you niggas.
So to debunk him not being limitless, he has limited feats. I mean, he needed help reviving Lois, right?
Yeah, so that helps, you know, reviving Krypton.
He also needed help defeating Solaris.
Nigga goddamn gold.
Making his core go supernova and taking, you know, the ring or whatever. And besides that, he's shown no limitless feats. I mean, if you think about it, so Superman has been stated limitless, especially if we're connecting canons like Comics Explained like to do. There's a guide that says that he has physical limitations in post-crisis.
Exactly.
Meaning, the only limitless argument you can make is that he absorbed the sun's radiation that made him limitless, but that's a logical fallacy because he absorbed a set amount of energy because the sun can only produce so much energy.
Yeah.
So are you saying that the sun has infinite energy? Runs out of power. It's
whoop-de-doo! It's like, how we get out of here with this?
Infinite just doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
It doesn't, bro. Superman ain't no goat. He ain't no goat.
The best feats he really has are just galaxy level.
Goku's a fucking goat out these streets, bro. Trying to tell y'all niggas, bro.
Multiversal. If you lowball him, you can have the motherfucker at moon level. You know what I'm saying? So if we take the most consistent feats we have, he's around solar system galaxy level, maybe Prime 1 Million's multi-galaxy if you really want to fucking go there. But Goku, as Comics Explained himself has stated, is universal just as a Super Saiyan God, not even Super Saiyan Blue. That means he's implying base Goku is stronger than Prime 1 Million. So I'm not myself implying base Goku beats Prime 1 Million. Like I said, I'm not really trying to get into that.
That's
what
a
I'm trying
no.
to get
That's a
into
no.
is debunking him.
Goku a goat, but
logic,
he gonna need to turn
base
Super
Goku
Saiyan.
would win.
Super Saiyan 3 Goku for that nigga.
And
Super Saiyan 2 Goku.
He's not limitless, as we just went over, and neither is Goku. So I mean, there's no limits to what their power can become. By like, you know, Superman can absorb as much radiation or power as he fucking wants. He can grow as strong as he wants. Goku can train or whatever, keeps growing stronger in battle as strong as he wants. But it doesn't mean that they're infinite, and people really need to understand that. Yeah,
like the only characters that are infinite are basically above. I mean, in terms of like numbers and basically possibilities and within our own dimension, you basically have to be fourth dimensional to be infinite, right? But in terms of infinite power, you have to be like at least omnipotent, right? So people like Spectre or you know, the Presence, you know, basically near infinite power, if not infinite power, because they're like, you know, the highest tiers in the verse. So first off, we're gonna look at Death New Gods, which ran from late 2007 to basically mid 2008, and here are two big Superman feats. In this comic series, he survived a Sourcewell explosion. You know, not the whole thing though. Like it was only a portion of it that blew up, and he was even shielded from it. So he didn't like tank the whole. So he didn't tank the whole explosion. It's basically quantifiable. Essentially, the Sourcewell like is basically like a barrier that covers the multiverse, right? So he didn't like, you know, tank the whole thing. This is also inconsistent with like literally a feat that happens in the same comic series. He basically gets knocked out by a planetary collision between New Genesis and Apocalypse, and these two planets are larger than galaxies, as stated. So basically, if you have a collision between, so Galaxy Plus level, like, so are we trying to imply the, you know, the Sourcewell explosion is like the same as a Galaxy Plus level collision, or like, so if we look at this logically, why would Superman get knocked out by a planetary collision that's at least Galaxy Plus, maybe multi-galaxy through highballing? When he survives a Sourcewell explosion, which is basically, you know, multiversal scale, right? So how the fuck does that make any sense? Considering he was just knocked out, he wasn't like fatally wounded. So I mean, are we trying to play the Sourcewell explosion?
Facts, like, my nigga, facts. You niggas out here preaching, bro.
Collision, or
Learn
Are
some
trying to
shit,
imply
bro.
the planetary collisions like multiversal level, even though they're only galaxy-sized planets? Like,
Yeah.
it makes no
Um,
sense.
More inconsistent writing, and this is actually ironic because it's by the same writer. So
Dumb
obviously
ass
the writer was
bitch.
not implying that the source wall was
Egg rolls done.
multiversal, but just a small portion of it blowing up for dramatic effect, which is still unquantifiable regardless. So it doesn't scale onto Superman whatsoever.
Okay, and basically
I
another
got-
comic
I
series
got
that's
no
like,
damn muscles,
released a
bitch.
couple months after Death of New Gods by a different writer.
Scrawny
It's
ass
basically
nigga.
Action Comics 867, and in this comic, Superman gets knocked out by a supernova that Brainiac basically caused to happen.
Fucking star level.
Yeah, which makes no sense because Superman basically feeds and he lives off of solar radiation. So wouldn't the supernova help him? Why would he get knocked
Just
out
more
by that?
inconsistent writing. That's all it is.
About a year later, in JLA Volume 2, number 30, which released around April 2009, basically, Superman gets knocked out by using a infinite mass punch on a shadow moon, right?
What?
And even through highball
Oh, yeah.
calculations, is like at least multiplanetary.
Yeah.
So he's gonna go from quote unquote multiversal to Galaxy Plus to star and then to moon. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Just a
The
man for the
writers,
job.
man, they just keep
Looking
fucking
Batman
nerfing
ass
him.
in the background.
Okay, so if you were to compare Goku versus Superman, like in terms of like how strong they get over time, Goku would be like, if you took a graph, Goku would just have a steady increase going up. There would be no decline whatsoever. It would just constantly
Linear
go
graph. He
up.
actually
It's
looked that bitch up.
consistently higher and higher and higher, unless you took a movie. But it goes up consistently. And if you take
Yeah.
Superman, it's like fucking, it's like up and down. It's
Exactly.
spiking. It's like a bunch of,
Exactly,
you know,
bro. What the
waves
fuck I'm
on his chart. It's
saying?
going constantly through the
Bitch
fucking
ass
roof,
nigga,
or it's
bro.
going, you know, abysmal levels in comparison to what he's been before. It's just never consistent. There is no straight, consistent line for you to graph. It's just up and down constantly. There's no way to really consistently scale him.
Okay, so I can think of one refute already. People are gonna say, "Oh, well, Goku only has like 1 or 2 universal feats, and the rest are like planetary or around that range." But here's the thing, though: Goku has about 1 author. 2 if you count his editor, because editor is basically the one that would approve or disapprove of whatever story arc or characters
niggas
wanted to
doing,
introduce.
bro?
Just one guy.
Yeah.
It's one guy writing the whole show.
Fucking react niggas out here
He
making damn
specifically
noise in
wanted
this
him to be
bitch, bro.
universal in this fight. He made the narrator say it, so he made Whis say it. He made all the Kai say it. He actually made the narrator say it like 3 fucking times. And it's all written by one guy. He clearly wanted to say, okay, the gods are just on a completely different fucking level, and this is a good way to show it, right? Have them punch each other so hard the universe is about to blow up. That's a great way to show how strong they are, and that's exactly what he was trying to get across at the point. And then the rest of the series is somewhat inconsistent because you're like, wait a minute, why are Goku and Hit punching each other and only this fucking tournament tile is blowing up, dude? Like, why isn't the universe shaking? And it's because Goku has mastered his abilities to the point where there is no collateral effect from his powers. In fact, in his fight with Beerus, every clash he did, he was trying as hard as he could to nullify the effect of Beerus's attack so that there would be no outer radiation or force, which is why you don't see it later on in the series. If you guys are trying to be like, oh, well, Goku's not universal, just remember that Comic Explained himself, the guy we're debunking, has already said Goku was universal.
Exactly,
in
nigga.
just his god form, let alone as a Super Saiyan Blue, which is exponentially greater.
And then throwing a Kaioken on that bitch?
So Comics Explained has already conceded to Goku being universal. So you denying that in the comments does not refute anything in this video, because he's already conceded to that argument.
Keep in mind the tangents or the consistency between however they write Superman to describe him however the fuck they want, and Goku only has 1 writer, 2 if you count the editor. But I mean, there's no argument for saying Superman's more consistent when it's counter proven by all these fucking comics, right?
Yeah, and Superman's just honestly just a featless character in the end. I mean, even if you power scale him to post-crisis, it doesn't make him infinite. It doesn't make him fucking Jesus. It doesn't mean he beats Goku. I don't.
Like a fucking Jesus.
I'm gonna be honest,
funny,
man.
bro.
Comics Explained, I respect you as a comic fan, but when it comes to Dragon Ball, you just didn't know what you're really on about. And I mean, Geekdom obviously gave you the history of Goku or whatever. But if you really wanted to make a good versus video, you should have been like, hey, what's some feats on Goku? You know, I need these feats. You should have spent the whole 10 minutes of the video not talking about who they were and more so what they could do.
Yeah.
People should fucking know at this point,
Bitch!
like, their origin story they've been out for decades.
I'm off
Yeah,
that comic.
you
Just
should
playing.
have
I love
talked
you,
about
bro.
more of what they could do and not who they were. I also want to
He's
add on,
talking
like,
about
there's
my
a
comic
Superman
shit
fan
that
on
I
the
don't know
video.
about.
His name is DEBUNK, and I've debated this guy a lot, but even he was like, yo, there's like, he said that you provided no evidence for him being invincible, and you literally just said Goku hasn't shown any feats on Prime's level, and just assume he has, and then just said Superman is invincible, and that's the video. That's what a Superman fan just told you.
Exactly,
Okay,
nigga.
so in short,
A Superman
Goku
fan.
fucking Superman Prime 1 million because, as we stated,
He's
you
some
know,
ass, some
examples,
trash, and
Superman
goddamn
is very
booty
consistent,
cheeks.
And I mean, Superman Prime 1 million showed
feetless.
nothing. Yeah, he basically
Feetless.
showed nothing on Goku's level, right? So if you scale him, then he could possibly be higher than multi-galaxy. But I mean, that's fucking nothing to Goku, which even if we downplay him, he would be at least galactic, you know, since his fight with Beerus. And then, you know, he's gone a lot stronger since then. He's done years of training in the hyperbolic time chamber with Vegeta, you know, in preparation.
And
for
there's
the
even the
tournament.
argument that base Goku's as strong as Super Saiyan God, right? So you could even argue base Goku's on that fucking level. And
Exactly,
then multiply that by
bro.
400 for Super Saiyan 3, then give him fucking Super Saiyan Blue, give him Kaioken. It's just beyond
The
universal.
Zenkais.
Beyond universal, especially after the Goku Black arc.
I'm
Oh my
sleep, cuh.
God. They got so powerful after that. So really, they're just
Bitch,
way too
fuck all
strong
these
for
niggas, bro.
Superman's feats. I mean, feel free to disagree, guys, but you have to agree that Comics Explained did not touch up on this topic very well. And I hope you guys enjoyed the debunk. If you enjoy what I do, be sure to subscribe.
Oh, so I was looking for that music was
subscribe to
coming
my man
from.
Chuck as well. And other than
I
that,
appreciate
guys,
it.
till next time.
Peace out.
Later. Oh, yeah, that nigga chopper like Goku. Wait, little bitch now, boy, I don't know you. The 30 on me is gonna hit you with shuriken. Goddamn, I feel like I'm Ryu. Wait, yeah, running around out in my city. Wait, all these little girls trying to get with me, Boma. Yeah, wait, now this Chichi. Wait, 30 gonna hit you, boy, easy. Wait, oh, I got the bar. The instrumental at the end was lit. Anyway. Yeah, so, like I was saying, Superman can't be Goku. Never, ever, ever. So stop saying it. Damn, niggas don't be fucking listening, bro. Anyway, post your comments down below. Tell me what y'all niggas thought. Y'all this nigga was accurate. Provided facts. Nigga, facts. Damn, ain't nobody fucking with Goku, bro. Not even goddamn gold Superman. golden Superman. Anyway, post, yeah, did I say post your comments down below? I think I said that, but let me say it again. Post your comments down below. Tell me what y'all niggas thought. Like, subscribe, and share. I upload every day except for on the weekends. Check out my SoundCloud. I rap, nerdcore, you know. Damn. I know he did change. I used to rap about anime at first, and now I'm starting to like rap a little bit more about comic books. I mean, I haven't watched. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, that's a whole nother shit. Anyway, I'm out of here. Dragon Squad. Bitch!
Call your chow-choos cause your skin is too pale. If your name is Young Chud, then your ass is gonna fail. Yeah, Yajirobe is the plug. We copping sensu beans for niggas with mean mugs. It started Japanese, but now it's just redub. Got the pussy in the towel whenever I re-up. Yeah, tryna blow like Vegeta. Go Ghost, King Vegeta. Yo, I'm really getting meaner. Y'all niggas looking feminine. Y'all looking like y'all freezer. Ain't talking Gallop gun when I'm spitting bout to eat her. Yeah.